Hey guys, and welcome back to the last video today of recapping the Saturday games, in which there was only three, so it was a really relaxing day, I guess, with Sydney Essendon to round out the night, and that was a tough one as a Swans fan. I knew it was going to be tough, even though we did win 30. We were 30-point winners. Essendon getting out to 25-6 or whatever start it was, or something like that. In that manner, they got away quick, and Swans, in the end, one could have been a little bit more convincing in front of goal, which probably would have helped, as well as the umpires calling it out of bounds. Maybe that would help. That was about 1.5 meters out of bounds, and they got away with it, as well as playing on past the mark and still being out of bounds. Don't know about that one as well as some other stuff that they just called. The umpires were not at their greatest this round, to be honest with you. The boundary umpires this round have had, 4 shockers already, and we're up to 4 wrong calls by the boundary umpires in 5 games or whatever. So yeah, really annoying that they're just off this week. But anyway, hopefully they're back better, as they do a tough job, and they can have lapses, but the lapses they've had this week are pretty poor. But anyway, onto the footy itself. The Swans ended up 30-point winners, 131-101. A little bit of a high-scoring game, just with the pace it was played at. But the Swans sort of medium forwards that are playing midfield role, rotations in the midfield, just got the better of the Essendon midfielders on the transition. Essendon can win all the clearances they want, but if they just dump kick it in and you get it to a Matty Roberts or a Jake Lloyd or a Nick Blakey or an Ollie Front, it's going to come back the other way, but it's going to come back the other way with some interest on it. And that is exactly what happened. The Swans ended up kicking something like 80 transition points, which is just unsustainable for Essendon. I think that's the second week in a row where they've had something like 15 shots or 20 shots based on transition defense. So yeah, that's just unsustainable, and good teams will smack them. And the Swans, with Harry Cunningham going down early, had to restructure. McInerney had to go down back, I think, or something. They had James Jordan off the halfback as well, so that's why Gresham actually had a good game. If Cunningham was there, Gresham wouldn't have, I don't think, kicked 3 goals and had 2 goal assists, as Cunningham would have locked him down. I know he got a goal early before Cunningham went down, but I don't think he would have done that. Anyway, but not going to comment on the right incident, as I probably already have commented enough. But anyway, before we get into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the recap. So, Sydney 131, Essendon 101, Papley 128. It was amazing. 4 goals and 24 touches. Was on 88 at halftime. I think he ended up with 10 marks, like 3 tackles or whatever, and 4 goals. So yeah, just getting the non-disposal points there. And he was absolutely amazing. Gordon, again, just sort of a lazy game for him almost. 2 goals and a 117 for him. Could have easily ended up with a 120 looking at it now. But yeah, so this is what you sort of expect from Gordon. I expect him to hit this season back again, now that he's gotten through the tough matchups. And Richmond next week, West Coast Eagles the week after, and then the bye. And I'll probably pick him up post-bye. I know that the Swans have the round 12, don't they? They've got round 12, don't they? They've got round 12 alongside GWS, but I'm sort of wondering, do we pick up Gordon then, or do we just pick him up post-bye or post his second bye? Heaney 117, some Bomber fans were saying that he should get suspended for his hit on Hind. I don't think there was anything in that, to be honest with you. And it was it was really soft. It was an open hand, like it was a flick to like the cheek or whatever. But 117 from him, he did really, really well. Faded out pretty strongly, but still 21 in quarters when he fades out is still all right. Chad Warner, 108, 2 goals, I believe, in it. So yeah, he did really well and just came home strong with a 38 last quarter. So that was 64 in the second half. Brody Grundy, 90. Thought he did pretty well. Gave away a couple of free kicks, which were not sort of what he needed to do. But again, a 50-point second half, 40 in the first, and 90 overall against a tough ruck matchup. Now comes up against Nank, who I'm pretty sure he's done well in the past. So yes, I did burn a little bit by not going Grundy to Sherry, but there's other problems in my side. And Grundy's still going to, I think, make cash in the end now, as I think his break even now is probably going to be 80, 75 after that effort of a 90, because that 53 weighed it down heavily. So yeah, I'm not too worried about Brodie Grundy, and we'll probably trade him out as his buy too in English. Roberts, 85, was absolutely amazing. I really like him off the halfback. He just provides so much more in the air, you see. I think he ended up with something in the 90s for Supercoach. His spoiling was great, and he just provides more countability down back, and you can really see the shift from Lloyd to Roberts in defence. The real difference between their physicality is pretty present. Florent, 82. So yeah, Roberts is going to make 96, probably 73, 74k, I would say. So he's going to be 420k with, again, another probably negative 30 break even. And that's really, he's going to make probably a good, he could be 400, 550k by the by looking at this, given that he's probably going to be, what did I say? It's probably going to be 430k. And with a minus 30 break even, he could easily make another 150k, to be honest, across the next 2 rounds. And 150k on top of that would get him up to 570. And then you're probably trading him alongside a bench rookie like a Sharp almost, and getting them up to a primo by that time, because Sharp's probably going to be around that 500k as well by that time. And yeah, so they're just 2 amazing rookies. I know that there is still potential cash gem from there, but I'd be wanting to get them up to potentially someone big, but we'll wait and see on that one. He could also be used to get the Nick Dacos trade done the week after his bye or whatever. But also could be used in getting Brodie Grundy up to an English. McLean, 81, he looked really good as the secondary ruck. Hayward, 77, he's back to his best, and yeah, we need to keep him. I was one that was, what did he kick, 3 goals, 1 in the end or something? I was one that was on maybe letting him go to Adelaide or whatever in the off-season, but he has hit this season running, and I think he's up to, I want to say 8 goals now, something like that, 7 goals now in 3 games, whatever. Let's look at leading goal kickers. What's he at now? Sorry, he's actually down at... Is he really only kicked 4 goals? Five goals apparently in the 3 games that they've played. I thought he'd kicked more, to be honest with you. He must have had a really bad game in round 1 or something and not kicked any. Let's just check here. Yeah, he must have not... Yeah, he didn't kick any in the Collingwood game. I thought he kicked more than that. But 5 goals in 3 games for Will Hayward isn't the worst when you're getting so many goals out of... Chad Warner and also Isaac Heaney kicking a goal a game, and Errol Goulden as well kicking almost a goal a game from the midfield. James Jordan, again, just making cash, 40 difference in his 44 difference in his break even. That'll be probably another 30k, so 530k. One that I'm looking to trade out at the buy most likely, or around about that market, as Taylor Adams is going to come back in. So yeah, one that probably needs to go at the buy. McInerney does his job, can basically play anywhere McInerney, which is a real good thing, because Cunningham went down and him and Jordan went back to cover the back line, as well as Braden Campbell, so there was a little bit of a reshuffle, but not much. But yeah, he's just been his utility alongside some others in the team, and just enables them to cover the holes in the side when someone goes down or something. Blakey, he was amazing when what he does, but he's an impact player, so he's never going to score amazing well. Lloyd seems to have passed the baton on. Rowbottom, again, did his job, but yeah, beaten in the midfield today or last night by Merritt and Setterfield. So yeah, not the greatest from Rowbottom, but again, he'll do his job, and he's been amazing the first couple of weeks, so he's allowed to, I guess, have a down week. Campbell, Rampy, no one else here really notable. Corey Warner, wouldn't bother with him. He's going to be the sub or out of the side next week when they get Fox back. I think Fox goes into defence for Cunningham, to be honest with you, and that's where they restructure. Merritt 122, Setterfield 115. Merritt just doing his job. I wish I'd gone him over the likes of a Bont. Setterfield 115. Again, he's done really well to start the year, and no one's really noticed, to be honest with you. Martin 103, the pick's there, easy done, and he's averaging now, what's that now, 98 on the year, so yeah, he'll be a top 6 defender, I think. Gresham 95, McGrath 80, that's what McGrath's going to do to you, now averaging less than Martin. Heppel 79, I just don't think he's valuable in the defence, like, he just doesn't provide enough physicality, to be honest with you. Don't think did he lay a tackle? I don't think he laid a tackle in this game, which is really surprising given how the game played out. Langford, Stringer, Durham, Perkins. Perkins, again, just showing you the 130 and then the 95. He's averaging less than Nick Martin now, so just shows you. Caldwell, Draper got subbed out. He was being an absolute arsehole. And yeah, I don't like the way he plays his footy, to be honest with you. And yeah, that's about that. Peter Wright, he did all right after what happened to compose himself, but I just don't like what he did, to be honest with you. Dersma, Sardis, he needs to get that midfield time, but it doesn't look like he will. Goldstein, Hobbs came in and didn't really do anything. Laverde and no one else here really. Alan Davey doesn't really have a fancy impact ever because he's a small forward and was playing that role, so it doesn't look like he's moved down back like they were doing in pre-season or whatever. So yeah, not too hot on him either. But anyway, that is the video, and I guess I will see you guys in the next game recap, which will be the Sunday games, which will be done on Monday, and then we'll have round reviews, etc. on Tuesday and move forward on that. And it should be a pretty chill week as there'll be one less video. So yeah, we'll get them all out and done. But anyway, that's the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.